Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah.
And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Helping people live longer, healthier lives is the heart of Purified Living 365. We're proud to serve families and businesses in Martinsburg and all the surrounding areas because wellness starts at home with the water you drink and the air you breathe. We provide advanced water filtration systems and air purifiers designed to help protect you from everyday contaminants. Our products are backed by consumer research and delivered with the care you can trust. Purified Living 365. Locally trusted, health focused.
Eli Garpinski. At forward, junior number 5, Khalil Penge Lewis. At point guard, junior number 10, Kyle Weaver. At forward, junior number 11, Luke
TV. What is something you're looking to establish in this big top 10 matchup?
Well, we've got to try and control the pace of the game and slow Washington down a little bit. We know they like to score, in a hurry. We've got to make sure we slow them down in transition and keep them from getting downhill in half-court sets and get a hand in the face of their shooters.
Okay, thank you.
And we are live here at Washington High School where the 5th-ranked Washington Patriots are taking on the 7th-ranked University Hawks. Sorry for the delay. Getting on the air live, guys. I'm your host, J.D. Fritz, joined, as always, my broadcast partner, Drew Pitzer. Drew, man, how you doing?
Pretty good, man. It's a big-time top 10 matchup here in Quad A in the state. Super excited to cover this game tonight. It's going to be a doozy.
Yeah, the Hawks got possession first. Stolen away there by the freshman, Marrero. Kicks it there to King. King down low. Nice look to Tajay Harrison for the first 2 of the game. The Patriots are on the board. Down low to Lewis. Knocked away. Controlled there by Dolman. Dolman's going to push. This is Washington's game here, Drew. They like to get up down the floor.
Yeah, they want to play that high-tempo game. I know Spring Mills took them out of that really early in that matchup earlier this week. But University also likes to get up and down the floor, too. A team that averages almost 70 points a game. So 2 very similar styles coming out here tonight.
University going to slow it up just a little bit now. Guard Brown. Guarded there by King. Kicks it to the corner. We're going to get a foul here down low. It's going to be on Dolman, his first.
JD, this game is a little bit different, too, because you see Washington's making a switch to some of the younger guys. We have 2 underclassmen in the starting lineup with Hairston and Marrero here tonight. A little bit different because Coach Ryan Miller thinks that those guys play extremely hard, and there's the future here of this Washington Patriots program.
Fire down the lane, and blocked away there by Marrero. Going to stay with the Hawks. Good defense there by the freshman once again, getting his opportunity tonight, Drew, to step up, show what he can do.
Yeah, he already had the block on that first possession, goes vertical right there, forces almost a turnover. Nonetheless,
Dolman with the rebound, Byer off the miss. Dolman going to push to the corner. There's Yair Marrero, off the front of the rim, rebounded by Khalil Lewis. Be brought up the floor now by Glenn Brown.
And JD, you see Marrero's overall confidence. That is not a typical freshman. He's ready to get after it. I love his game.
Brown for 3. Falls a little short there. Rebounded by Hairston. Pushed up the floor there by Marrero to King for 2. Washington with the early 4-0 lead.
Great pass there from Marrero. I mean, he led the floor extremely well. Put the ball in front of King to go get. Great bucket there.
Byer kicks it to Brown. Brown going baseline. Nothing there. Back out top. Swings it over here to number 10. That's Kyle Weaver in the game, getting a start tonight. Down low to Lewis. Lewis in the lane, shot short. Gets his own rebound. Goes back up over Chet Gore, and he's going to be fouled.
And see, this is where Washington really struggles at. They don't have a true center. Gore is a tremendous player with good size, but this is where University can really put the hurting on Washington tonight. They're going to try to beat them down low. They have a lot of physical athletes, played football too. They're going to try to make Washington get in foul trouble early on.
Yeah, and they can't afford to have Gore into foul trouble. He's about the only big man they really have on the roster. They do have Alex Danner that should see some minutes if Gore does get in some foul trouble here tonight, Drew.
And I would expect them to see some minutes anyway just to compete with University overall size. They have multiple guys 6'4" to 6'6". They're going to try to beat them down. And, just as long as they stay in this game, I think University will be confident enough to try to come out here with a win.
Lewis able to knock the first. Gets the roll on the second. He gives the Hawks, gets on the board there with 2. 4-2 Washington. King swings it there to Harrison. Back over to King. To Marrero. Now into the corner to Dolman. Guarded tightly there by Weaver. Stolen away there. Lewis. Brown going to push now for the Hawks. Kicks to the corner. He's got number 4, Karpinski, off the mark. Rebounded there by Weaver. Little fadeaway off the glass. No good. Chet Gore with the board. He's going to push it up now for Washington. Gore all the way down, blocked away by Lewis. So big on big there, Drew, but Lewis said not today.
Yeah, and Washington really got bailed out right there. Karpinski is a terrific three-point shooter. You have to at least go out there and contest. He's not going to miss those all night.
Ill-advised pass nearly stolen away there. King just nonchalantly tried to throw it into Dolman, but great defense, but they're going to get a push here on the Hawks.
Washington had a really tough game, against Spring Mills too, and to see them kind of come out here sloppy, I would expect a little bit more urgency from this team that really wants to shake that loss they had against Spring Mills off earlier this week.
That'll be Luke Byer on his first personal. That's going to be Lewis with his first foul as well. So here, kind of a little bit off to a slow start, both teams. Washington wants to push. University's going to try to slow this game down some, Drew. They've got the size advantage down low, and they're going to look to kind of slow it up and play a little more half court.
For sure, and that's whichever team controls the tempo, as Gore's three's just off the mark, whoever controls the tempo in this game, I believe will end up coming out with the win. University wants to play fast, but they also want to slow the ball down and play a little bit half court sets, what they're doing right now, JD.
Glenn Brown now controls for the Hawks. Knocked away there. Marrero, great defense. So I'm interested to see this matchup, Glenn Brown versus Chris Dolman tonight. Very competitive. They both wear number 1, both a little, about the same size. Very quick guards, so it should be something to watch here. Marrero steals the ball away, knocked away Lewis, kicked around. We're going to see who it goes to. They're going to say it stays there with Washington, as I think it went off Lewis's foot.
And that's the right call there, JD. But like you said, that matchup's going to be very interesting. But the way Marrero started off tonight, he's got 2 deflections, a block, and a steal. He's really giving them a lot of energy on the defensive end.
Out here to the top. Gore's going to take a 3 off the mark. Rebounded by the freshman Marrero. Down to Gore to Hairston. Hairston's going to look like he got fouled, but he did get a go. Didn't get a call, but the putback there by Gore. It's a 6-2 Washington lead here with 4 minutes to go here in this first period. Brown puts one up. Shot an air ball. Marrero's been all over the floor tonight, Drew.
Yeah, I'm really loving the hustle that he's having. Again, 2 deflections, a block, a steal, a couple assists. I mean, he's doing all the little things. And as a freshman, if you have a freshman doing that, that's going to motivate your whole team. Like, hey, I really got to pick my energy and intensity up.
So Josiah King brings the ball up now. Just under 4 minutes to go here in this first period. Dolman, nice little give and go to Gore for another 2. Give him 4 for the ball game. 8-2 now. Washington over University. They're going to get a hand check, a little push here on Marrero. As he fouls Lewis trying to post up there.
And we see Brown coming in now. Looks like he's going to give Marrero a well-deserved break. But again, Washington only had 2 points at the end of the first quarter against Spring Mills. You already see a whole different level of intensity. Still a little sloppy, though, but sometimes you're going to start sloppy, but to only put up 2 points in a quarter, that's just ridiculous.
Stolen away, Brown makes his presence felt right away. Little Euro, no good. Missed the left-handed layup. You got to have that if you're Avery Brown.
Yeah, that's an A-plus move with a D- finish right there. Just an unfortunate miss, but that's going to happen. Keep your head up and just get after it.
Knocked away. Collected there by Khalil Lewis. Brown on Dolman there. Brown again. Avery Brown with the steal. Goes up with the right. Can't get it to go either. Little out of control on that one, Drew, but good effort on the defensive side, but got to finish those shots.
Yeah, and he had a deflection there in the corner that went right back to Brown, but, nonetheless, coming off the bench, I know that had to be kind of a humbling experience for Brown, as he was the player of the game we had, just a week and a half ago. I know to have a freshman in front of you, it's got to be humbling, but he's really making the most of his minutes now, and I think that's a motivated type thing from Coach Ryan Miller.
Hairston takes a seat. In now, number 12, Jaquel Watkins. Dyer bringing it up for the Hawks. Looking across court. Jagger. Ooh. Lewis with it. He's going to drive. Leaves his feet down to Byer. Byer puts it up and good. So Luke Byer on the board now.
Yeah, it was a travel right there.
Brown with just a little out of control, couple extra steps.
And again, Byer, he's one of those guys extremely athletic. He can throw it down too. He loves to do backdoor cuts, just the little things. He's such a great slasher. I think Washington really has to keep an eye on him tonight.
2:30 left to go here in the first period. 8-4, Washington over University. Kicking it to the corner. Byer with it now. Lewis trying to go down the lane. Dolman on the switch. They're going to kick it over. Jagger. I like that name, Drew.
Yeah, that's a
Jagger Barnes.
And we had another foul. Oh, that's a. You call a foul right there? Is that a 5-second? Or 3 seconds in the paint? Okay, I see what he was talking about right there. So offensive 3 seconds, JD. Turnover. That's the 5th turnover already this first quarter.
Yeah, University's just going to have to settle down. They look like they're, they're rushing a little bit on offense, and they just need to get settled in. 8-4 game here. Dolman, a deep three, in and out for Chris Dolman. So again, Washington can't quite find their range from deep. Kind of much like the issues they had there on Tuesday night with Spring Mills, just couldn't find anything to fall.
And at this point in the season, you're at the midway point. You're starting to play real competition. You're going to go through a shooting fall sometimes, but you see the defensive intensity they had tonight to force those turnovers, to get out and get good looks. Those are eventually going to fall. But right now, you got to take advantage of those University turnovers. Only have 2 points off of turnovers is not what you want to have right now. You've got to improve quickly.
A little confusion going here. A little extracurricular going on now between a couple of the players. You got Chet Gore talking it up a little bit with Lewis down there, but the officials go right on top of it, Drew.
Yeah, they're right there again. This is what I love to see, though. Basketball is meant to be competitive. Get after it.
Lewis off the inbounds, up and good off the glass, 8-6.
And that's Lewis's game, JD. He is a physical football player. He's going to want to make his presence known, and he wants to set the tone. Washington has to respond.
Lewis now 4 of their 6. King, nice spin in the lane, up and good. Josiah King continues his hot streak. He's on the board now with 2. 1:19 left to go as Washington has a 10-6 lead.
And another turnover there from University. And again, you saw what Josiah did. He put him in the spin cycle. A tremendous offensive guard, one of the best guards in the state. He needs to also get it going, too, as he really struggled the other night, regardless of the points outburst.
Yeah, Washington likes to pull Chet away from, they can get Lewis away from underneath the basket. I think they feel like they have an advantage there. Now Chet Gore is going to go down low, go to work, and I really like to see him make his presence felt down low, work that paint. That's something that hasn't been part of Chet's game the last couple of years. And this year, you can tell he's definitely worked on that a little bit, Drew.
I mean, you see the difference in his size and his overall strength that he has. But one thing I really want him to improve, when you catch the ball on the block, you got triple teamed right there. Somebody is open. You got to look at the perimeter and your guards. You have a terrific team that can shoot the 3-ball. If you're able to add that passing element to your game, it can really open up this Patriots offense.
Byer, Luke takes a seat into the game now. Number 15, his brother Jack. Chet good on both. Give him 6 now to lead the Patriots here in this first period. A little pressure now by Washington. Trap here. They got to get it across. Barnes with it now down the lane. Has to kick it out here. Back over to Lewis.
Can't lose Karpinski right there, though. That is the main three-point shooter on this team.
Weaver going baseline. Blocked away there by Avery Brown. As Coach Miller is pumped over there on the sideline. It's another costly turnover for the Hawks. It's going to go back to the Patriots here. 34 seconds, Drew. I'd say they probably have to hold for this last shot. What do you think?
Yeah, Coach Miller is going to want them to take the best shot, either open 3 or a layup. But this team, my personal opinion, is going to take the final shot. Never mind.
And Dolman for 3 off the mark. He just can't quite find it.
But that's a good shot right there, JD. I mean, that's why I said I don't know if you're going to take the last shot with over 30 seconds, but we know University now will take that final possession.
10 seconds here to go in the period. Washington has a 12-6 lead. Barnes looking for somebody. He's got Karpinski. No good, air ball with no time as it expired here in the first period as the Washington Patriots have a 12-6 lead over the University Hawks. And we are going to take our first commercial break here and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
True Performance Fitness as a whole, you know, we brought this gym to the area and we wanted to bring every walk of fitness in one building. So that's exactly what we did. You know, we have strongman, powerlifting, bodybuilding, CrossFit. We have posing rooms, a full turf, a full track outside. We even have a basketball court. We wanted everything to be under one roof. So that's just kind of the thing that we did. We also went out and we made sure that we got top of the line equipment. We also make sure that all the pads and everything are getting replaced and all the machines are being taken care of properly. That's just something we strive to do for this community. We also like to give back to the community with donations, fundraisers, and other stuff for like kids and the families around. So that's just kind of who we are as a gym, and we're looking forward to seeing you guys.
This is Jimmy, General Manager at Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service.
Hi, Coach. What did you like about your team's defense intensity coming off of the loss earlier this week?
Yeah, I thought the physicality, I thought we brought that to them this quarter. If we can continue to do that, they're a really big physical team. We have to win the physicality battle. If we're the more physical team, it's going to favor us big time.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
You got to make sure.
And welcome back to Home Team Sports TV. JD Fritz along with Drew Pitzer here at the Patriot Center. Washington starts this second period with possession of the ball and a 12-6 lead. Josiah King to Gore, back to King. He's going to go to work. Nice little crossover, step back. King with 4 now for the Patriots, and he's their leading scorer, Drew, with 18.
Yeah, he loves that elbow line jumper. He will really do anything he can to make sure that he can get that position open, because teams don't guard the mid-range shots anymore.
Nice left hand down the lane by Glenn Brown. His first 2 points of the game for the Hawks. Cam Shedrick into the game now for the Patriots. Jaquel Watkins with the rebound off the Gore miss. King kicks it over to Shedrick. He's going to take a deep three. The lefty, no good. Just a minute in here to this second period. 14-8 Washington. Jager Barnes now guarded by Shedrick. Brown with it to Jack Byer. Lewis thought about a three. Barnes will shoot a three. Air ball. Rebounded by Jack Byer. He's going to be fouled by Gore. And that's going to be...
That's his first, yep.
That's his first foul.
But again, I mean, one of my keys to the game, we obviously didn't get to talk about it, was the rebounding battle underneath, especially offensively for University. If they were able to dominate that part of the game, that would put Washington in a really tough spot. They really balanced it out with the turnovers, but they are dominating that offensive rebounding battle as of now.
Yeah, they definitely are, Drew. Jack Byer with his first. Luke Byer in the game for Khalil Lewis. Finally gets a little bit of a breather. I don't think he'll probably sit out too much. Jack Good on his second. 14-10 now. Washington. Brown trying to go baseline. Has to kick it back out to Dolman. Going to get a screen there from Gore. Kicks it in the corner. Shedrick going to shoot it again. No good. They just haven't quite found, the mark there with their 3-point. Usually they've been knocking them down, but the last couple games, their 3-point percentage has been way down compared to the first 6 games of the season.
Well, the ball finds energy as Dolman takes it to the rim. Get stripped right there, but, you have to throw the ball around. Move the ball around the 3-point line, get the defense moving. When you don't do that, charge. Oh, that's a block. Wow.
Yeah, I thought that would have been a charge, but they ruled it a block there. I think that was Shedrick.
And Shedrick,
first foul.
When he comes in the game, I know he's their spark plug, and he's extremely confident. He'll let it fly. But right there, you just killed 2 possessions with early shots. You got to move the ball around a little bit. Get the ball in other people's hands. Get the defense moving. You don't do that, it just allows the defense not even to have to break a sweat.
Brown misses his first. Watkins will take a seat back into the game. Number 3, Josiah King. You're probably not going to see King on that bench too much. Get a quick breather back in the game as Brown knocks down his second. Give him 3 for the game, and 14-11 now. Avery Brown going to put one up, in and out. Rebounded there by Luke Byer. So again, the shooting percentage for Washington, Drew, just not quite there yet. As Jack Byer down the lane. They're going to call it jump ball. It's going to stay with the Hawks. I don't know if you're Washington and you kind of get on these shooting droughts and it's obviously carrying over from Tuesday night now here to Friday night. You know, what kind of answers do you find there, Drew, in terms of trying to get back into that rhythm again?
Well, early on in the season, they were really unselfish with the basketball as that three is up, and that is good. That was number 11, Luke Byer.
Yeah, Luke Byer on the board. That's his 5th point of the game. Ties this game at 14. Down the lane, Cam Shedrick, and one. He will go to the line.
But see, that's Washington's game. Their best offense is when they get out in transition. They force a bunch of turnovers right now. 8 turnovers in the first half for University, and they're only down by 2 points. And that's because Washington has taken a lot of threes early in the possession. You get the ball moving around, try to get to the rim. You want to get paint touches. You get paint touches, makes the defense collapse, kick it out for threes, or finish at the rim, have floaters. I mean, you just have to be more versatile. Right now, they're living and dying by the three, and that's not what Coach Ryan Miller wants from his team.
No, not at all. They've got to get set up and get a half-court offense going. I see the effort. They definitely are doing much better here tonight doing that, but just not able to knock down the open shots as Shedrick and one attempt is no good.
But you kind of speak more on that, though, JD. Again, there's going to be times where you can't shoot the ball a lick, but if you're able to lean on your principles and get to the rim, it's easy to make layups, and you're going to go to the line for free throws. And when you don't have the size to win the rebounding battle, it makes it really difficult when you're not hitting shots.
Brown down the lane, banks it in, ties this game again at 16. Brown now has 5 for the Hawks. Shedrick going to attempt his three and knocks it down. Cam Shedrick.
See, the ball found it. He got a paint touch right there, made the defense collapse, a wide open three, way to knock it down with confidence.
3-point lead now for the Patriots, but that erased quick there as Glenn Brown pulls up for another 2 points, 19 to 18. Brown now leads
good
the
back
Hawks
cut
in scoring. Avery Brown for his first 2 of the game. So now a little bit of scoring starting to pick up here, back and forth between these two teams. Shedrick guarded there. Number 4, Karpinski can't get it to fall. The putback by Lewis. Lewis now has 6, 21 to 20. 4 minutes to go here in this second period. Dolman hands off to Chet. Chet's fouled there. Going to give it to Eli Karpinski. Yeah, that'll be Karpinski's first foul as well.
JD, both these teams, again, 5 and 7 respectively. You know, University lost to Bridgeport, a really tough game. The Spring Mills really just overwhelmed Washington. Both these teams played extremely similar as Gore misses that first free throw, but you've seen the change in how the offense has been played with Washington just the last 3 possessions. That is their identity. Drive and kick, either be ready to knock down threes or finish at the rim. Now they have Gore playing inside, gets the opportunity to shoot some free throws. I just think that's where they're at their best.
Yeah, and like you said, they drive and kick, and they've got plenty of shooters, and they like to set up in the corner on the wings. You just got to find the guy with the hot hand, get him the ball. So far, Shedricks and Dolman are the only 2 that's made a 3 now for the Patriots as Chet gives them a 2-point lead.
There's still no answer for Brown, though. Again, he's their leading scorer, really gets their whole offense going. He's basically ran this team this whole second quarter.
Lewis down the lane, little turnaround, no good. Pretty good defense there by Chet Gores. That's a good size matchup. I mean, they're pretty evenly matched up, same height. Gore, you can tell he's put on a little bit of muscle this year. He's a little heavier. And I love it. I love to see Gore down there banging a little bit.
Yeah, he's got to, especially with a team that has the size of University. You got to have rebounding, and right now they're getting killed on the offensive glass. So have Gore down there playing more physical.
There he is. Yeah, good defense. Little tip there, blocked away by Gore. Byer couldn't have it. Ahead there to Watkins, just a little too much juice on it there by Harrison.
But I like that. Again, you're trying not necessarily force the issue, but you have to push the pace if you're Washington because, again, your best offense is in transition. You want to get those transition-type points, and University's done a really good job of slowing them down tonight.
So Brown over now to that number 10. That Weaver. In the corner to Byer. Back over to Weaver. He's going to pull for three. Short off the front of the rim. Rebounded there by Chet. Chet ahead now to Josiah King. King thought about pulling it out, and he finally does. He's got a lot of moves in his bag, Drew. Chet, little head fake, no good. Gets his own board up and good. And Chet Gore, have yourself a game, son. 9 points here in this first half.
Yeah, I would say he's the most improved player in the EPAC this year. Really opens up their offense as well, too. And the fact that he's got 3 offensive rebounds tonight, really impressive performance.
Yeah, and he's doing it on the defensive end as well, and that's where I like to see it. Points are great on offense, but when you can do it on the defensive end as well, that just shows that, he's really become, an all-around player now this year.
And look, he's able to switch onto a point guard. Last year, he was not able to play outside the 4 and the 5, and when he's talking on the floor as the communicator, I think it really helps this Washington team, especially defensively.
King is going to be fouled. Let's see if they give that to Brown. Now that's going to be on Lewis. Lewis, his second foul, yeah.
It's just interesting, though, because now you see Brown coming in for Gore. And I really think that Danner, or even somebody else on the bench, if you see Washington's bench has some size, I just think that could really help them out in terms of rebounding. They're just getting killed on the glass, and that will come back to haunt you if you don't make your shots.
Yeah, and I'd like to see Danner get minutes in a game like this. Though it's a very important game, 2 top 10, teams. But you're going to need Danner when you get really into the, deep stretch into your conference play. And those games definitely count even a lot more. So the sub Lewis will take a seat into the game now. Jagger Barnes. King over to Brown in the corner, no good. Watkins with the rebound. Dolman over to King. King going to drive baseline. A little hezzy there, up and good. He gets a little baby roll. Josiah King now with 6 points for the Patriots to give them a 6-point lead here with 1:34 left to go. They're going to get a foul on the floor. Let's see. Oh, they're going to get an offensive foul there on Jack Byer.
And again, with you see King's game, his ability, a lot of it is deception. He uses so many head fakes, get defenders off their feet or just to hesitate just for a quick second. And with his speed, he's just able to get right by him, and he's able to finish with either hand at the rim. He's a tremendous player.
So King bringing it up now for the Patriots, looking to extend this 6-point lead. Coming up on a minute to play here in the half. Hairston will shoot a 3 off the rim. We're going to get a push in the back there on Watkins. So I'll go back over to the Hawks. That'll be Watkins' first foul of the game. Barnes over to Weaver. Gets it ahead to Karpinski. Brown guarded there by Watkins.
Good seal.
Here we got a minute to go here in the half.
You guys see that corner right there.
Barnes in the corner. Nice little cut there by Karpinski for 2.
And see, when he goes to the corner right there, made Chet have to take a step out. There was no help line, help defense at all. Great play right there. That's a deceptive offense.
So 40 seconds left to go. Patriots up 4. Gore hands it to nice little give and go to Chet Gore. Dolman to Gore for another 2. Gore's got 11 for the game. 30 seconds to go. The Patriots have a 6-point lead.
And when Washington gets into that high pick and roll action, it just creates mismatches. You have a 5-on-4 look. You're able to make plays, and that should have been a walk right there.
Yeah, they got him, yeah. Yeah, when you already take those 2 steps, Drew, it's you got to give it up or take a shot. I mean, even if he didn't drag us, you're going to get that call because it just looks more the times than not, it's going to be a travel.
Well, you don't see jump stops anymore. I mean, that was something huge. That was very fundamentally sound. These kids worry about shooting threes rather than working on the fundamentals.
Watkins with a rare 3. Jaquel Watkins right before the half extends this lead to 9 for Washington, 31-22. Jaquel Watkins coming up big off the bench for the Patriots tonight. And we're going to go down to Emily McCarroll, courtside, our correspondent. She's got Ryan Miller.
Jump the gun over here.
Chad Gore had a really good first half. What were some things you worked with him over the last few days for him to contribute like that?
I thought Chet was kind of forcing a little bit in the last game. I feel like he's just letting the game come with us. He's in the flow of our offense now rather than just playing some isolation basketball. So I think it just flows more, and that's the kind of game he plays. He's a good passer. He does a little bit of everything for us. He's doing that tonight.
All right, thank you. I'll mess up the question a little bit.
Ameritech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoor space is more than just a yard. It's a place where memories are made with loved ones and where you find peace and tranquility. Our team of professionals will work closely with you to bring your vision to life. From expert design and installation to meticulous maintenance, we are committed to delivering breathtaking results that will make your neighbors green with envy. With our state-of-the-art equipment, we guarantee exceptional craftsmanship that will withstand the test of time. Contact R&L Landscapes today and let us turn your dreams into reality.
I understand that each client is unique and has their own real estate needs. Whether you are buying, selling, renting, or a seasoned investor, I got your back. My name is Cheryl Yates, an award-winning realtor with ERA Liberty Realty.
I've known Cheryl Yates for over 30 years now, and I've always found her to be the consummate real estate professional. On a personal level, Cheryl has handled 3 sales for us over the past 15 years or so and has done an excellent job on each and every one of them. She communicates extremely well, and you never have to worry about where you're at in the sales process.
What I like about Cheryl is she's dependable, she's on time, she's flexible, and she works hard to get the job done. We had our sales very quickly through Cheryl Yates. Whatever your real estate needs may be, remember me, I'm the key to buying or selling your home.
Buying or selling real estate? Katra Law is the local choice for real estate closings. In fact, we were honored to be chosen as the best of the best real estate closing attorneys for 2022 by the Martinsburg Journal. With offices conveniently located on Foxcroft Avenue in Martinsburg and South George Street in Charlestown, Katra Law proudly serves the Eastern Panhandle. Whether on the court, field, or in the classroom, we wish all of our student athletes a safe and successful
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Here at the barn, we have been making dreams come true since 1972, where we help women feel their most beautiful for any occasion, from pageant, homecoming, and prom gowns to walking down the aisle in the perfect wedding gown alongside their bridesmaid and their family. Stop by to meet your stylist today to find an affordable gown, and we do offer layaway.
Welcome to Cookies and Milk Child Care Center. We have 2 locations conveniently located in Kernersville and Martinsburg. Our mission is to be the leading provider of higher quality care and education services for children ages 6 months to 12 years of age. We provide the highest quality child care available at an affordable cost. For more information, contact us at 304-901-2961.
Juwan is the ultimate hype guy. I love him. He's always positive. He's always pepping them up and firing them up.
Come on, Parker, work, Parker, work, Parker, work, 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 work.
And welcome back, guys, to Home Team Sports TV. JD Fritz, along with Drew Pitzer. We want to go over a few first half stats. Drew, I'll start with you. What do you got for University, and kind of give me your assessment of how they played in the first half?
Yeah, I really think Glenn Brown, he paced them really early. He has 7 right now. It's getting his team involved. He is the spark plug for that team. They have 11 turnovers. They had 8 in the first quarter, so really kind of limited that a little bit. Built themselves back into the game, but nonetheless, Washington really went on that 6-0 run to end the first half. Extended his lead out to 9, but I still think Washington struggling from the three-point line. They're taking a lot of early shots, not letting the ball gain any momentum. A lot of times they've just missed out on some paint touches, but I really think if Washington can capitalize off the turnovers they're forcing and start winning that rebounding battle a little bit more, I think that Washington come out here with a W tonight, JD.
Yeah, Chet Gore leads the way for the Patriots with 11 points, followed up there by Josiah King with 6. Cam Shedrick knocked a 3 down. He's got 5. And Jaquel Watkins rounds their scoring out with that 3 right before the half. And also Marrero with the first bucket of the game. And I got to give credit to Chet Gore. Sometimes Chet doesn't give enough. Everybody's a little hard on Chet. He likes to play offense. He likes to shoot the 3. But I've noticed today he has put up a couple 3s, Drew, but he's definitely banging down low on the paint, getting some rebounds, put back, and he's also doing it on the defensive end as well.
Yeah, again, he's getting down there, and he's giving Washington a reliable center. He's playing that 5 position because against this team that has 6'3", 6'5", 6'4", who's going to be banging it, and they're still winning the rebounding battle. Don't get me wrong, but he's making Washington formidable down there. He's eliminating some of those extra chance opportunities, and he's providing a lot of spark on offense by putting himself down there. Creates actually more spacing. I know you want to have all 5 guys out, but when you have somebody in the paint, he gets the ball. If he can just make a couple more better passes down there, it really can open up this Washington offense.
Yeah, and nobody in foul trouble really for the Patriots. Each Chet Gore, Watkins, and Shedrick each have a foul apiece. Over on the University side, Khalil Lewis is the only one for the Hawks that has 2 fouls. You have Jack Byer and his brother Luke each have 1 foul. At least that's what we have recorded. So nobody really in particular foul trouble. Lewis, they took him out of the game a little bit early in the second period to kind of prevent him from picking up that third foul. But so I think it's a full go here on defense. Lock it down. I want to see a good second half. Right now the Patriots have a 9-point lead, Drew. It was tight there, 4 to 6 points consistently, through that first and second period. But now they got a little bit of a cushion. But I don't think they can let up here against this University team.
Yeah, I would say the biggest key for both sides is who's going to control the tempo. University typically likes to play fast-paced, but if they get in a running battle with Washington, they don't stand a chance. You see them early and often getting the ball up the floor and getting to the half-court sets. A lot of flex cuts, backdoor cuts, a couple of shots they made in the corner, but they're really not shooting the ball well either, JD. So if they're able to knock down a couple shots, and if they can try to force some turnovers and have better chances on second and third chance opportunities on the glass, I think they can find themselves back into this game. Still a lot of basketball left, and either side, whoever controls the tempo in this second half will come out victorious.
And each team only playing about 8 guys right now in their rotation. Actually, I think
7.
University's got 7. Washington has played 8, so that's going to probably be the norm as we really get in to the depth of the season, especially conference play for each of these teams. You're going to go 7, no more than 8 guys, find that rotation with those players. Nice backdoor cut there by King. Good pass, good look there by Gore. He could do it there passing as well, Drew.
Yeah, that's a Villanova type setup right there. Fake like you're coming off the down screen and end up curling off of that little banana cut. Good play there from King. I'm sure Coach Miller drew that up at halftime.
Yeah, that's a good way to start this second half. 33-22. Now the Patriots with an 11-point lead. We'll see what offensively that the Hawks maybe want to switch up. I would say with Lewis down low, and you've got Karpinski and Byer, they're both at 6'4" as well. You've got to get those guys down low. I mean, that's where Washington is definitely at a disadvantage.
And Karpinski's really a knockdown shooter, and they excel University on underneath out-of-bounds plays. They like to draw those up, and they've had a couple good buckets there this evening. As King drives, and no good, but the second chance is still no good, JD.
Yeah, Luke missed on this end. Back to Gore. Gore with the left. He's going to be fouled. He knew he should have put that one down for the and one, but nonetheless, he's going to go to the line to shoot 2 and try to extend this lead.
But see, that's so critical right there. Washington just got 3 opportunities, and now they're going to the free throw line for a chance at 2. They're really taking University's strength and using it against them. They should be winning the glass battle. Now Washington really fighting to win on the boards.
Yeah, and just within the first 40 seconds here, Washington's already had 3 possessions, in less than a minute. As Gore good on his first. Knocks his second down as well. Give him 13 now for the game. He leads Washington in scoring as Kyle Weaver, guarded by Dolman. Eli Karpinski swings it to the corner there to Luke. Byer puts it up and good. And that's what I think, the Hawks need to go to more. Those big guys down. Let them put the ball on the floor a little bit. Dolman a little out of control. Going to go back over to the Hawks.
And you see Washington have an 11-point lead, and Chris Dolman's been relatively quiet to his terms. King's had a really good game, and Gore stepped up essentially, but I would say Dolman's the biggest piece to this offense, and I really like when Washington gets into this 2-2-1 full-court trap. I think it forces teams to play out of their character, and then gets them in their tempo that they want to play at.
Yeah, Dolman's still looking for his first points of the game. Kind of unusual for Dolman to be scoreless going into a second half. But you got guys like Gore stepping up and King. You got guys off the bench like Watkins and Shedrick, scoring too. Your bench scoring always comes to play, in these tight games, Drew.
Yeah, again, and Washington feels comfortable playing with 10. I know your lineup's going to shrink down a lot, but their guys, they trust all 8 that really get minutes to go out there and get a bucket.
Lewis trying to spin and take Gore. He does down low. Nice move by Khalil Lewis.
Very physical. I know he's the tone setter for this team, but you have to battle back. Kind of missed a little walk right there, but again, you have to play a little bit better defense.
King into a 3-pointer, no good. Rebounded by Karpinski. He's going to push it up for Brown. Brown's going to go up. Should have made that layup, but he was fouled. Trying to get a little fancy on that, just go up, drive to the basket, go up strong with it. He got the foul called, but should have finished with the and one.
Yeah, he tried to finger roll that one, and like you said, got fancy. I thought he was going to try to punch it on his head at first.
You're right. It looked like that's what he was trying to do. Misses on his first, off the front of the rim.
And you look at Brown, his numbers 15, 4, and 3. I mean, he's the engine to this offense. Whenever he's not performing, you can definitely tell. And we'll see. If University can't get him involved in this half, it's going to be a long night for them.
35-27 pulls them Hawks within 8. Brown has 8 of his own. Hairston to Gore. Nice little give as Josiah King cuts down the lane, gets his own rebound. To Gore, he hands it to Gore. Gore's going to go up strong, get the bucket and the foul. Chet Gore with 15 big points here to lead the Patriots. He's going to go to the line.
And see, Gore could have stayed out at the three-point line because spacing principles would have told you to do that. He saw his man that was guarding him turn his back. He cut right to the rim, finished strong at the paint. I'm really loving the way that Chet Gore has improved from last season to this season.
Yeah, he just continues to grow, and that's what we want to see from Chet Gore, and he is really making his presence felt down low. We got a little bit of condensation, maybe some sweat on the floor.
Definitely a little humid in here tonight, JD.
Gore with 15 off the front of the rim. Avery Brown with the board, puts it back up and good. And I'll tell you, they are just getting beat on these offensive rebounds. They've got to box out. The Hawks definitely have to box out a little bit better. They've given up way too many offensive rebounds to Washington.
Especially in the second half. In the first half, they were the ones who were dominating the offensive glass. And Coach Miller, I bet you, emphasized at half saying, hey, if we really want to win this game, we got to attack the boards. We might not be as good as them on the offensive glass, but we at least got to be competitive. And you know what? They're dominating the glass right now. I'm very impressed with how they came out the second half.
Yeah, me too. Hairston takes a seat into the game now. Number 12, Jaquel Watkins. Haven't seen Yair Marrero for a while. We're not sure what's going on with him, if he just have been a coach's decision, if he's not feeling well. I don't think he's played since sometime in the first quarter, Drew.
He's sitting there with Coach Kogan right there. I'm sure he wants to be back in the game. It doesn't look like anything is necessarily wrong. Just maybe a lineup that Washington's really like, because they have excelled with him. But he started off the game extremely well.
Absolutely. Got the start for Washington tonight. I was expecting some big things from Yair Marrero. He definitely can shoot the three. Time out. And we're going to stay right here, Drew. We got a 39-27 lead. Washington over University. And, what does University need to do, though, Drew? I mean, they're not out of it by any means. There's still plenty of time in this quarter. We still got the fourth quarter. But they've just slowly kind of starting to let this game just a little bit slip away.
And you see, they're winning the tempo battle. They're playing exactly how they want to do, and they're also winning on the glass. What University's going to have to do is play better team defense. They're giving up a lot of looks in the paint. They're fouling too much. You got to play without fouling on the defensive end. And also, you got to play with a little bit more heart. I'm not saying they're not playing hard, but they played a lot harder in that little middle stretch in the second quarter compared to right now. It's playing a little lax. Let's see if they can go back and win this game. This game is just a game of battles. That's what basketball is. The run's going to happen. Washington's on their run right now, and I'm sure University still has at least one run left in them.
Yeah, and they're not getting a lot of shots off compared to the number of shots that Washington's been able to get off on the offensive side. And credit to defense of Washington of that. I think they only got knocked down one three-pointer, and that was in the first half. But if they're going to have to get a few more of those to fall if they want to try to climb back up into this game.
Yeah, Shredrick's got 1 3, and Watkins has 1 3. But outside of that, there's no other threes been made. I'm sure they're underneath 20%.
Yeah, both teams not shooting the ball particularly well from 3. University, I think, just has 1 themselves.
Yeah, that was a corner 3. I would say both these teams are shooting underneath 20% from 3 tonight, and that might be being fair.
So Watkins will go to the line here for 2. Patriots with a 12-point lead, looking to extend that here. Watkins gets the bounce to go. Watkins getting some really good minutes after starting the first several games of the season. He's coming off the bench tonight, trying to just, Coach Miller just trying to switch that lineup up just a little bit. Can't get a second to fall. So Watkins now with 4 for the Patriots. They have a 40-27 lead as Lewis going to try to go to work on Gore. Stolen away there by Watkins. Hands it to Dolman. Dolman's looking to push. He's going to pull for three. He's fouled and one. Chris Dolman hasn't made a three all game, but none bigger than that one here, Drew.
Again, this guy is one of the most fundamentally sound players, not only in the EPAC, but the state. He's so confident, but he has that calm and cool collective nature about him. I knew you couldn't hold this guy down for too long. He had a really tough game against Spring Mills, but that does not say enough about him. He's a 4-year starter. He's going to pace his team, and they're going to go as he goes. So very good play there from Dolman. Way to knock it down. Opportunity to have a 4-point play.
So Kyle Weaver takes a seat into the game. Jagger Barnes, as Dolman does complete the 4-point play, and he is finally in the scoring column, and now the Patriots extend this lead 44-27. Little full court pressure now by Washington. Nice cut there. Oh, swatted away there by King. Whew.
And see, that's when they're in this press that they have, and they're trapping those corner principles. You think you have a wide open layup, but with that length and athleticism that Washington has, they can swat a lot of things away.
Yeah, most teams, that's a nice backdoor layup, Drew, like you said, but King was able to turn around, get his head around, and just make a great play on the ball. I mean, goodness gracious.
Yeah, 6'7" wingspan, 6'3" body. I mean, he's able to cover a lot of ground quickly.
Hawks to inbound here. Nice little move there. Jack Byer, a little up and under, got Gore off his feet. Byer with 4 now for the game. Dolman pushes it up to head now. King controls for Washington. Looking for the screen from Gore. That little screen and roll has worked nicely so far tonight. Dolman, a little hesitation, back baseline. Dolman with the pull-up floater. So Dolman starting to really turn it on here now with 6 points.
He's a microwave. I remember seeing last year he scored 37 against Muscle. He had 21 in one quarter. Just a tremendous guy who can put up points in volume.
Washington pulls ahead by 17, now by 15 as Karpinski puts one up and good now for the Hawks. Karpinski now with 4. Coming up on 4 minutes to go here in this third period. Gore hands it to Dolman. Dolman going to step inside the three-point line, pull up, looking for a foul call, not there. Watkins tries to save it, waiting for an official's call. They're going to.
Yep, they said he did.
Say it did go off a University player, so Washington will keep possession here.
And kind of follow up on what you were saying about Watkins. Last year, he was in that 6-7 man role, really provided a lot of energy off the bench and won them a lot of tough games with his versatility. I think that's his role that's meant for him, and I would like Mahara starting.
Dolman gets it into Gore here.
Gore to the corner.
King. Gore now sets up for 3. Knocks it down. Chet Gore continues his hot streak of shooting now with 18. Timeout on the floor. And while we got a timeout, we're going to take one of our own and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV. And welcome back to the Patriots Center here at Washington High School. Start this, well, actually it was a timeout. Still 3:53 left to go here in the third period. Now Washington has an 18-point lead after that Chet Gore three-pointer. So the Hawks are really starting to get, I would say, pretty close to panic mode if they can't, get this game, within, single digits maybe, Drew, by the end of this quarter.
It's still a lot of ball game left. They really will respond. They've been terrific all season. Only one loss. Had a lot of double-digit comeback wins, too. So this game's far from over. Washington still has to play their principles.
Dolman's going to be fouled.
Brown's third.
Dolman will go to the line now, shooting 2.
Double bonus.
Dolman good now on his first.
Rest of the way, this next 3:20, it's going to be a double bonus. So I know Washington's really going to try to attack that defense and try to draw fouls.
Yeah, getting some opportunities here to score points with the clock stop. Dolman now up to 8 for the Patriots.
Pearson checking in for University, too. Another guy that can really let it fly. You see that they're becoming a lot more offensive minded. They're going to sacrifice a lot on the defensive end.
Do get it across. Heavy pressure now by the Patriots. Coming up on 3 minutes to go here in the period. Number 55 now in the game for the Hawks. That's Matthew Pearson.
Yeah, terrific shooter. He can let it fly, but again, you're sacrificing defensive talent to get more points, and he'll let it go.
Yep, there it is. Off the front of the rim. But he didn't hesitate to shoot that ball. Drew Watkins on the other end, up and good. University just not getting back on defense. Gives up that easy layup to Jaquel Watkins.
Well, offensively for University, against this press, you need to get the ball to the middle of the floor. They're doing exactly what Washington wants when they get it to the corner and the top of the wing. You need to get the ball in the middle and attack the paint, and then you can kick it out to get threes. But now you see University's in a double bonus too. This is really tough for both sides because now you're going to shoot 2 free throws anytime there's a foul.
Yeah, now Washington now with a 20-point lead, still 2 minutes and 37 seconds to go in this third period. So Luke Byer back in the game for his brother Jack. As Barnes will knock down his first and give him 2 as he makes the second. He's got 4 for the ball game.
And JD, you look at this, these two teams now are in the same region. So this could be a potential playoff-like matchup. You know, when we get to it, there's only 2 regions now. Again, 4 teams from each region will go to the state tournament, but this could be a potential playoff matchup.
Dolman hands it to Josiah King. Tajay Harrison back in the game. Down low to Gore, back out. They swing it to Dolman. Dolman off the mark on his 3. Another offensive board for Chet Gore. He's blocked away there, looking for a foul. No call. Bodies on the floor. Barnes will bring it up now for the Hawks. Kicks it over here now to Matthew Pearson. Brown going to try to go to work. He lays it up and good. Glenn Brown with another 2 for University. He leads the team now with 10 points.
Good extra pass right there, Brown.
Avery Brown, overshot the rim there. Gore again with another offensive board. Dolman for 3, knocks it down again. He's got 2 for the game.
Got 9 this quarter. I told you, he scores points in bunches, and that's what makes Washington so dangerous. And University's had to just completely, actually he's at 11. So, I mean, that's just a great, impressive stat for him. And to just be able to score that in bunches, wipe away that first half, just ready to get after it and really pushing this lead up to 19 now.
Yeah, and University's really going to have to start getting some shots up now as Barnes can't get it to go down the lane. Rebounded by Dolman. He's going to push it ahead, pull up there by the elbow. His jumper's good. Dolman now with a quick 13 all in this quarter, Drew.
I told you that quiet confidence. He doesn't let anything, take him away from his game, and he's really pushed his lead out for Washington this evening.
Luke Byer can't get it to go. Josiah King going to go up. I thought he was going to throw one down. I think he was undecided. Made it a little too easy. Bounced in and out.
It looked like he missed. He took too many missteps right there. He didn't time the dunk enough. But again, with this type of lead, you can get away with that, but that could hurt you in bigger, tighter games.
Right. Luke Byer there on the wing. Down low to Lewis. Knocked away by Gore. So Cam Shedrick coming in now for Avery Brown. So of course, Avery Brown, when he first came into the game, very active on the defensive end, kind of settled in and got a little bit more quiet. Hasn't really been as much of a factor, Drew, as he normally is. A little pull up from the baseline.
Luke Byer
Luke Byer. There's going to be a timeout, but we're going to stay right here. It's only a 30-second timeout. 58-39, so the Patriots up 19. Got a full quarter still left, so it's not impossible, but University's definitely going to have to start making some shots, and they're going to start making them in a hurry. They're going to have to double up on these possessions. They can't spend a whole lot of time, running offensive sets. They're going to have to. They've got to run some sets to get shots off, Drew.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they're going to have to get into a press of their own. They're going to have to force Washington to play even faster than what they do, and they're comfortable with that. So you're going to have to force turnovers. You're going to have to win the rebounding battle, too, because Washington has dominated this third quarter in offensive boards, and they're not giving up second chances. You saw what Lewis was doing in that first half against Gore. I thought it was going to be a long game for Gore on the rebounding, and nonetheless, he's completely turned around. You can see that strength that he's improved on this summer, and he's just really allowing Washington to play at a whole different level right now.
Yeah, he's definitely closing in with 18 points, at about 7 to 8 rebounds, closing in on a double-double here for Gore. Head to Shedrick, over to Harrison. Harrison was fouled, didn't get the call, but Tajay Harrison with a nice layup off the feed there from Cam Shedrick. See, they're just really kind of being a little slow and methodical with their offense. You know, there's no sense of urgency as Pearson goes baseline.
2 seconds left.
Looking for Breyer. Off the mark, and that's going to do it for the third quarter here as Washington pulls out to a 21-point lead, 60-39 over the University Hawks. And we're going to take a commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors. You're watching Home Team Sports TV.
Hey, I'm Jeremiah. And I'm Braden, and we are Brothers Bin Blasting, your bin blasting all-stars.
A unique sanitizing service begins right after your local trash collection. With a scheduled pickup time and location, we arrive promptly to clean your bins on the spot.
Our advanced 360-degree cleaning heads and pressurized water heated to over 200 degrees ensures a powerful blast blasting away 99% of all germs and bacteria. Visit our website at brosbinblasting.com and use code GETBLASTED to receive 50% off your first cleaning.
Helping people live longer, healthier lives is the heart of Purified Living 365. We're proud to serve families and businesses in Martinsburg and all the surrounding areas because wellness starts at home with the water you drink and the air you breathe. We provide advanced water filtration systems and air purifiers designed to help protect you from everyday contaminants. Our products are backed by consumer research and delivered with the care you can trust. Purified Living 365. Locally trusted, health focused.
I can see your frustration with the lack of foul play and calls on the physical play throughout the game. What do you tell your teams in situations like this to keep them composed?
Just got to play through it. You know, we got to be tougher. And obviously, the officiating's not going to change. And we just got to meet the intensity and the effort of Washington right now and get some stops on D and hopefully get a couple easy baskets.
Thank you.
Change a little bit. I would still stick in that press, but offensively, the clock is your friend now. It's 7.5 minutes left. You're up by 21. You see Marrero now check back in the game. First time since the end of the first quarter. We'll see. I don't think there was an injury or anything. I just think that the lineup just took him out of it.
I'd like to thank Emily McCarroll, our sideline reporter tonight, getting some much-needed interviews with the coaches here. Just interviewing Coach Smittle there for the University Hawks. Trying to add just a little bit of something extra to our broadcast as King up and good. King now pushes his points total out to 10 as he's in double figures, extending this lead even more. Karpinski with the ball, guarded by Dolman. Barnes now trying to drive. Good defense there, nice switch. Just not really able to get a lot of shots off. They're going to go to Matthew Pearson. He's going to step back and pull a three. That's the guy they want to knock down. Nice position there by Karpinski, who puts it back up and good off the Pearson miss.
And again, though, JD, this Washington team is extremely talented. Really letdown game as Gore misses Little Bunny.
Yeah, man, nice feed off of King. Just couldn't quite get it to go.
I mean, they've been averaging 74 points a game before that Spring Mills contest. That was no good rebound there from Dolman. But you see they're getting back to their identity. Really struggled that first quarter, but now they found themselves again as Dolman goes up for the runner, and that's good.
Yeah, Dolman really making his presence felt here in this second half. Now pulls with these 15 points now, second leading scorer. We got 3 guys in double figures now for the Patriots. Byer tries to kick it out, was deflected, but over to Karpinski. Kyle Weaver with a little hezzy, little floater in the lane, no good. Just nothing falling now for the University.
Yeah, I'm not going to say they've given up, but you can see on their face, and just unmotivated. I don't think they expect this type of pressure and relentless nature from Washington tonight, especially after they lost by 30.
Karpinski takes a tough fall there with Dolman. They're going to get Dolman on the foul. Let's see what they call here.
Nope, they're going to call down Karpinski.
Yeah, he's trying to fight through.
That was a solid screen, though, from
Yeah,
Dolman.
exactly. Trying to fight through the screen, but now number 2, Marrero, back in the game. Haven't seen him since the first quarter, so.
Well, he's trying to get some moisture off
Yeah,
the floor.
Marrero grabbing a towel. They were ready to start play. Well, he's going to get the towel back, give it to the ref.
Especially on this end, though, JD. We've seen the towel be used about 4 or 5 times, and it's just the way that this gym has always been. The floor is a little bit not as sticky as most gym floors are. A lot of sliding going on tonight. I hope that's something that they can eventually resolve, because this is a very nice place, but the humidity issues cause a lot of concerns for the athlete's safety.
Yeah, definitely. Slipping and falling, good way to tweak a groin or something.
Right.
Tajay Harrison now running the point for the Patriots. Over to Marrero. Hands it to Dolman. They're going to get a foul called.
Karpinski again.
Karpinski not happy. That's going to be 5 on him. He's going to have to take a seat. He's done for the game.
I like Karpinski's game, but he ducked his shoulder right there. I mean, that was more of an irritated. He thought he should have got the last call, so he just got teed up too. Better be careful.
Is that Karpinski or the coach?
I believe it. Yeah, but they're going to call it on the coach.
Yeah, Karpinski, normally their best three-point shooter, really couldn't get a shot off that he liked tonight, and just definitely wasn't effective from beyond the arc.
But you see Washington's overall defensive effort tonight, and they're running everybody off the three-point line. They're communicating extremely well, pointing out where they're going, and the fact that they're able to switch 1 through 5. Again, this team had a really tough loss the other day, but this is one of the top 5 teams in the state to me still. I think that loss will end up being good for them, because you learn more from any loss you have more than you get from any win you have.
Dolman knocks down the first of the technical. And he makes the second. He now has 17 for the game. And, Drew, I was going to bring up that point, too. You know, this was a big game for Washington in terms of how, you know, after taking that tough loss, you know, on Tuesday, how are they going to bounce back? What kind of Washington team were we going to come out here and see tonight? And they definitely proved that they were definitely the same team that we've seen the first 6 games of the season. And they definitely really fought back tonight, and they're showing why they're the number 5 team in the state.
Yeah, I mean, you just look at I have tiers, and I won't reveal them yet, as Marrero's 3 is up, and that is no good. But they are in the second tier right now for me. They're knocking on the door to be the championship contender. But you got to win those games against Spring Mills, at least be more competitive. And I think now, with that type of loss, they understand, hey, we still got some work to do.
Chet going to get called for his second foul. That might be his 3rd. Let's just wait and see.
4.
Oh, they're giving him 4. I'm behind, sorry.
Yeah, that was Brown who made the game.
Yeah, Brown will make the shot and get a free throw here. Chet's got to be careful.
Yeah, they're going to take him out. And with the 3-point lead right now with just over 5 minutes, his night might be over.
Very possible. Good time maybe to get Alex Danner in the game. I'm a big fan of Alex Danner. I like to see him get some minutes here.
It looks like he has like a light cast on his wrist, though.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, if you look at his hand, it looks like there's something on his hand. I don't know if that might be an issue, but I think it's important to get him minutes, because you're going to need him going into postseason play.
Yeah, he's the only other big man you have on your roster, really. Nice backdoor to King. Nice gift off to Yair Marrero for the easy 2. Just good ball movement and unselfish play right there.
Yeah, you're going to find the man in the game. He had 2 opportunities for 2 good shots, but you found the best shot. That's the way the Spurs used to play back in the day, as a good turnaround layup right there from Byer. That was Jack right there. Ooh.
Nice look. My goodness, Watkins for another 2.
Like Showtime Lakers back in the 80s right there.
Yeah, they were really extending this lead out now, 24 points. Jack Byer for three, no good, rebounded by King. Looking for a foul call, nothing there. Byer over to his brother Luke, and Luke will get the call. The Byer brothers are busy, man. I tell you,
they're active, yeah.
They are definitely active.
And Washington at that 70-point mark again, doubled up what they scored the other night. This is who they are. This is the true identity of the Patriots. I love to see it.
So Luke makes his first. Still 4 minutes to go, too, to get to that 80-point mark. They're averaging nearly 80 points. After that game, they were hitting 83, around 83, I think. But that game the other night, after scoring only 39, kind of dropped them down under 80 a couple points. So looking to get that average back up to 80 points a game. And Byer knocks two down.
And it's their identity. Again, they're working the ball great on offense. They're playing unselfish. I think that was just a wake-up call for them to get back to who they really are.
Marrero off the glass. Jaquel with a nice, strong rebound. Down low to Marrero. Knocked away. No foul called. Khalil Lewis knock it away from Marrero. Had two opportunities there. We'll see how long Coach Miller wants to keep, majority of the starters in the game. I would say once we get under that 3-minute mark, you should go ahead and maybe we'll see a couple other guys get some clock here. King going to drive down the lane, up and no good, but he's going to go to the line. We'll see if King can add to his total tonight.
And you look at the health last year, I think that really derailed this Patriots team from making it to the tournament, and Martinsburg ended up taking that second spot. But, King, he missed some games last year, had a concussion. Then you look at Dolman, he missed about 4 or 5 games, and he was just getting on fire, and he had that ankle injury. So I think you really have to worry about the health of your players, and Coach Miller does a great job. But both these guys are playing a lot of heavy minutes, and you see Gore came out. I think, like you said, that 3-minute mark, you're up 22. There's no reason for you not to kind of get your guys out, and then you get to see more of your other guys play in extended minutes.
Absolutely. King off on both.
Wow.
Rare misses for Josiah King tonight. The lead stays at 20-22 here. 3 by Byer, knocks it down.
Ooh.
Luke Byer. We just were talking about him being their best 3-point shooter. He's got him under 20, now only down 19. Byer with 14 now for the game.
And be very patient right here. Don't allow yourself to speed up.
Moreau down the lane. Nice little floater, rims in and out. Man, tough miss there by Yair.
Still about 3 minutes left. Just enough time if you have a good run.
Lewis, no good on his 3. Rebounded by Marrero. Over to Dolman now. We're probably not going to see the 80 mark tonight again, but Josiah King, a little runner, gets the bounce in good. King now 12 for the game.
And again, I don't think they care if they see the 80. As long as they see a W in the column, that's really what all this team cares about.
Absolutely. Brown down to Jack Byer, knocked away. Josiah King going to push it up. Got a little bump there by Lewis.
That'll be 2
shots. They're going to count that. He's counting that and one. That was on the floor if you ask me, but they're going to count the bucket.
I like that, though, because, again, that was a clear hack. It was almost intentional. He went and finished the rim. Now any foul that they have is a double bonus, so, hey, I like it. NBA-type play.
Yeah, get a little continuation. King got a little gift on that one, but, hey, got to knock the free throws down, which he does. King now with 15 points. He's trying to steal this possible player of the game away.
I'm still giving it to Gore, though, at least in my opinion.
I think, I would go with Gore. Gore's had a complete game tonight. One of his best games, if not the best game I've seen him play in his whole basketball career. And he's done it on both ends. 2:06 left to go. We got a foul. And Jack Byer, his second foul. Well, they keep fouling like this. They're gonna see that 80-point mark.
And yeah, I mean, like you said, it's double bonus the rest of the way. And that play of the game, you have Gore, who obviously played extremely well. Dolman, who had 15 second half points. You have King, who played extremely well this game, and now we see Danner coming in. See the subs coming in now. And that's why I like to see 2 minutes left. Just not enough time to really come back for University. But I respect the way that they have battled, especially Lewis. Khalil Lewis, his ability to just keep fighting regardless of the score. I love that mentality from him. It's unfortunate just wasn't enough tonight for University.
As you mentioned, number 23, Danner, Alex Danner in the game, as well as number 22, A.J. Pulse. Oh, wow. A couple subs there for the Hawks as well as Glenn Brown pulls up for 3. No good. Rebounded by Harrison. Going to try to trap Harrison in the backcourt. Pushes it up ahead to Marrero. Nice little give. Oh, you got to come down with that. Tries to get it, tip it in, but if you're Shedrick, you got to come down and go back up. He got the lob there from Marrero, but couldn't control it. Kind of a missed opportunity for him there, but Byer pulls up again and knocks another 3 down.
3 of them this game. Good job, Byer.
Byer now with 17 in the game, so kind of keeping them hanging around just a little bit as Harrison, a nice little finger roll there in the lane.
Good jelly on that. And I kind of want to speak on Shedrick again because he's so interesting to me and what he brings to this Patriots team. He's lengthy, he's confident, and he plays great defense. But right now he's about that 8th man, and he's almost at the end of the rotation, only playing about 10 minutes a night. If he wants to get more time on the game, you got to capitalize on every single opportunity you have in your limited minutes.
Coming up here on a minute to go. Harrison getting trapped. Danner with the ball, kicks it to the corner. Shedrick for 3, knocks it down. Cam Shedrick knocks his second 3 down of the game to give him 8 for the game.
He's so confident. Good steal there from Marrero. Just stripped it right from it. And he's going
to knock it away. Took a little too much time. Good defensive play by Luke Byer there.
Great hustle there from Byer because he was going to punch that. I saw the way he was elevating. I was about to say,
he might try. I don't know if Marrero can dunk yet or not, but he definitely was going to maybe try to attempt one right there. A freshman trying to make a statement, throw one down, but good defense there by Byer. It's Matthew Pearson back in the game for the Hawks. Danner trying to get him the ball, get him in the scoring column. We're under a minute to go. Harrison with a steal. Marrero going to, backdoor to Pulse. Pulse with a reverse. He's going to be fouled. Going to go to the line. Good awareness by Marrero, but an even better awareness, I think, by Pulse to see that opening and make that cut, Drew.
Yeah, pink hair Pulse, man. I tell you what, he's ready to get after it. I like his game too. This Washington team is extremely deep. It's just a shame that not all these guys can play, extended minutes.
Lefty knocks it down. His first points of the game. Definitely nice seeing some of these guys that don't get a ton of minutes come in, get an opportunity to score some points.
And you look at this lineup that's out here right now, there's a couple schools in the area that these guys would get some minutes on. Instead, they sacrifice for the good of the team. A great group of guys that Washington has. I love them.
Ball is knocked out there by Marrero. So University's pretty much cleared their bench as well. They did leave Luke Byer in there. So a 29-point lead here now for the Patriots. Definitely a big statement for the Patriots to come back after that tough loss on Tuesday. No good there off the front of the rim. The putback again, no good. Rebounded by Danner, and he's going to be fouled, and he's going to go and shoot a couple himself, try to get in the scoring column. Yeah, and I don't think Washington could have made it any better of a statement. No. We don't want to keep harping on the loss, but it was a tough loss. It was a bad loss, and hopefully, the only bad loss that they have all year. Maybe not the only loss, but one like that just got away from them, and it's just definitely a good statement game for them to come back and say, you know what, we're still here, we're still the team that everybody thought we were. Danner missed, got his own rebound. Danner up and good. 3 points just like that for Alex Danner. 15 seconds left to go.
And we'll see
Steal.
If going to be another 2 free throws.
Foul called, and Harrison hit the floor hard, and looks like he's in a little bit of pain. 8 seconds left to go in this game, and Washington has a commanding 32-point lead.
And, like, you look at this area, JD, Musselman, they won a tournament up in Orlando the other night. Jefferson has improved. Hedgesville is looking really good, even though they have a young team. And Martinsburg is extremely athletic, too. But you look at you look at Spring Mills and Washington, they just have a clear tier above the next tier of teams. But again, there's 4 teams from this region. University is going to be a competitor. Morgantown is going to be a competitor. Wheeling Park, Preston, I know they're 0-8, but they played some really good teams too. So there's going to be a lot of competition for those 3rd and 4th spots that come out of this region.
Harrison not able to knock his free throws down. Harrison usually a pretty good free throw shooter. Not necessarily tonight. This game comes to an end. One last shot there by University, no good, and that's going to do it as the Washington Patriots make a statement here tonight at home with an 87-54 victory over the University Hawks. And we're going to take a commercial break and hear a word from our sponsors, and we're going to have Chet Gore, our home team sports player of the game, come up here and get a few words with us, but we'll be right back here on Home Team Sports TV.
Tech Tire and Auto, here to serve you with all your auto repair and service needs. We are a family-owned business serving our community since 2003. We work on all makes and models from vintage cars and trucks to collectors to today's latest, newest vehicles. So stop in and see us at one of our 2 locations. See you soon.
Here at Home Team Sports TV, we're here to highlight our local businesses and our student athletes and put them on a path to success. Through our social media platforms and our live event production, we look to shine a light on our local community and our talent from our student athletes.
Home Team Sports TV is more than a brand, it's a movement. We're combining creativity, innovations, and smart solutions for companies of all sizes. With unmatched dedication and community focus, we're proving that the right exposure can lead to a successful future.
And remember,
we are Home Team.
Looking to enhance the beauty of your outdoor space? Look no further than R&L Landscapes. We understand that your outdoors...
And we are back here at Home Team Sports TV with our Home Team Sports player of the game, Chet Gore. Chet, what a game tonight. A good statement game for you to come back after the loss there on Tuesday to Spring Mills. You chipped in with 18 points and 12 boards. Talk to me about the game, what Coach said to you going into this game tonight.
We just had to execute. We couldn't let one loss beat us twice. They snowball. We just had to come out here and focus on this game and not on Spring Mills.
Yeah, absolutely. And let's talk about your game a little bit, Chet. It's been up and down over the last couple of years. You've liked to. I know you like to shoot the 3, but tonight, let me tell you, on the broadcast, I was very impressed with you. You really made your presence felt down low. Showed you had a little post game tonight. So talk about your development there, playing down low.
Just getting stronger, working on the footwork, staying in the gym. It helps.
Yeah, I definitely can tell you've gotten stronger on the boards. You had a lot of offensive rebounds. I think you might have had almost more offensive rebounds tonight than you had defensive rebounds. But, it was very impressive watching you do it on the both ends of the floor. So, you guys are going to start really diving in here to conference play now in the next couple weeks. So talk about what you guys got to do to take this win, use that momentum going into the rest of the season.
Well, we just got to focus on one game at a time. Follow the scouting report. Follow what Coach says, and we can definitely go far this season.
Well, a great game tonight. Chet Gore and the Washington Patriots getting the victory here, 86-54 over the University Hawks. Again, our Home Team Sports player of the game, Chet Gore. Chet, thanks for joining us, man, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, that's going to do it, guys, tonight. For J.D. Fritz and the rest of my broadcast crew here tonight, Drew Pitzer, we got Keem Holmes, Harry Brown, Emily McCarroll, our courtside reporter, Nay, our cameraman. We'll see you guys next week, and that's all I got. Again, Washington Patriots 86-54 victorious over University Hawks, and we'll see you guys next week. That's all I got. God bless. Good night, and I'm out.